Hey, Namaste, bitches. I'm Teresa Giudice, and I'm here with my co-host, Melissa Feaster.
Hello. Welcome back, everybody. We are here, the Namaste bitches, back with you. Teresa, I'm so happy to see you as always. First off, a big, huge thank you to everyone who's been leaving us the most amazing ratings and reviews. Not the one who's been leaving not nice ones, because we don't like those, but the great ones. We love them. We love you for leaving them. So a huge, huge thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Why, people are leaving nasty ones?
I mean, listen, you're always going to get some of the nasty trolls that aren't liking something.
That's so mean. Listen, guys, this is why we called our podcast Namaste, is because we need more Namaste in our lives, people.
And less bitches.
Yes, yes. And bitches is the funny part. Like, we're trying to be like, cute and funny at the same time. But it's like, put out positivity out there. If you do, you get it right back. Trust me. Because when you put out negative, you get negative back.
True story.
Yes, people got to really understand this, guys. So if you're having a shitty life, it's because you're putting shitty shit out there. You're putting negative energy out there. Put positive energy out there. Trust me, you will see how things change. No, seriously.
That was a lot of shitties. But it is, I mean, I tell my children 5 and 3 every day, you get what you give.
Exactly. And these things are not made up just because somebody felt like making them up. They really make sense.
And you guys, you didn't know this, but we were actually going to play a word of the day. So if you can guess what the word of the day is already, leave us in your comments below. Actually, that's what we want to do. Leave in the comments below because we know that you're listening. And whoever guesses the word of the day right will get special something from Teresa and me, okay?
Listen, guys, I would love to talk to more people that, that it's like judging is such a bad thing also. It's like, don't ever judge anybody. And that's one thing that I've met Louis, since I met him, he never judges anyone. And that's an important quality too, especially when you have little kids to, train, teach your kids, like, do not judge anybody. Get to know them first, open the book, read it, and then you make your decision if you like the person or not. Not just based on what people say or what you hear. I'm just saying, this world it's a crazy place that we live in. Like, we want to make it good. Yes.
Yeah. We want to make it nice. We want to make it nice. We want to make it full of positivity and love, love, love. And speaking of love, 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 Teresa.
Sorry. You got me off by saying that.
I love it. Listen, we are off with a shitty bang. I can tell you this. Okay.
It's like, it's like, I don't like that. It's like, why leave a nasty comment? It's like that makes you feel good. Like, try this, guys. Put out good energy out there and watch. It feels really, really good. It does.
Well, Teresa, there's also another little saying that's been around for a couple years. That's misery loves company. So I'm sure those people leaving not nice comments.
See, now that comment or that saying, I don't like. Like, who wants to be miserable? I want to be happy. Like, happy feels good.
I know. Well, you know what else feels good, Teresa?
Yes.
Seeing you and your love Louis in Paris.
Yes, that was so much fun.
So we saw you in Paris. You guys are back now. And
this is another time. See, now you got me going today. And people are like leaving comments like, are you ever with your children? And it's like, yes, sweethearts that are out there. Yes, I'm with my children. We never leave our children unattended. Like, my youngest is 13. My oldest, she doesn't live here. But we have 2 adults that live in the house, Louis and Gabriella. And then we have Melania and Adriana. And Louis when I met him, he has a nanny. So every time we go away, our nanny stays with the kids. And so it's like someone's always here with our children. And they're very well attended. And it's like, you're never with your kids. I'm with my kids all the time. Like,
all the time. You are all the time.
So it's like, I don't have to explain myself to anyone. But it's like, that's like, people need to mind their business instead of saying, oh, that's so nice. Like that they get to go away. This is my second marriage. I'm going to do everything the way I want to do it. Right. Like it's okay to go away for a few days with your husband. Like I don't need permission from anybody.
Here's the thing, Teresa.
And my kids love it. And my kids are so happy for us. You know?
Of course they do. And here's the thing. People are going to say these things, and you are under the microscope always, as you know. Every other normal, quote, normal couple, they go away for the weekend all the time too, right? They have grandparents or friends or nannies help them out. It's just everything you do is going to be extra judging. So, Teresa, you and Louis are back from Paris.
Oui.
So we had so much fun having Louis on the podcast last week. We had so much fun, in fact, that we're giving him some more time this week for the short newlywed game segment. Are you down?
I'm so down. Love it. Oui.
But first, we have a couple things that we have to talk about real quick, Teresa.
Okay, let's talk.
So we have some news, Teresa, some housewives news. And I want to address this because you and I talked about it, and I want to get it out there from your thoughts. This whole freaking Balenciaga thing.
Oh, yes.
Okay, because Kim K released a statement reevaluating whatever she meant, her relationship with the brand, because the campaign with kids and teddy bears and bondage gear, the whole thing was just like creepster. So then we saw a picture of you.
Yeah.
And I know people were saying stuff to you because this creepy campaign just came out.
I know. I was embarrassed, so I did not know, because usually when I go on vacation, I check out of social media completely.
Right.
So I had no idea. So I brought a sweater that I totally forgot that I had it from last year. I never wore it. And I brought it because I heard it was like, chilly there in Paris. So, and it was like a great sweater to wear during the day. So then after I wore it, Louis posted it. And then that's when he's like, he was reading the comments and he was like, babe, something happened with Balenciaga. And I'm like, really? I'm like, what? So I had no idea. But then I guess Louis looked more into it and then he took it down. He didn't feel comfortable with it being up. So, and I was fine with it.
And here's the thing. You remember you and I talked. You called me and it was way like the middle of the night.
And you didn't know about it either. And you didn't know about
I don't know about any of these fancy brands and what they're doing. If Forever 21 had some creepy campaign going, I would be the first one to know about it for sure. However, I wasn't even in Paris. I was in Park City with the kids. But again, checked out. It's the holidays. I didn't even know what the hell was going on. So I get it. This whole thing, it's creepy. I knew that you had no idea what was going on and that you 1,000% wouldn't support some bondage kids nastiness. So just wanted to address it, get your thoughts out there, get your take on it.
So yeah, Melissa, so I apologized. It was for, wearing that. I didn't know. I was in Paris. I was checked out. I was not, I didn't know what was going on in the world because I was I was with my love, spending time in Paris. And we were into each other. We weren't into like what was going on in the rest of the world, unfortunately. We really weren't.
See what happened when you stay in the hotel bedroom the whole time and then you awake?
I know.
All the madness is going on.
Yes. I mean, we did wake up late, but we also did a lot of sightseeing and shopping, and it was really beautiful. I haven't been there. Oh my God, I posted a picture. I have not been there. And I posted the year. Did you see the picture I posted?
What was like 90?
I graduated in 90. Yeah, I think 1992, right? I posted it.
It was around then, yes.
Yeah, so I have not been there with a picture of me at the Eiffel Tower. I posted on my story, and that was it. Like, because my girlfriend, Jessica, that I went to college with, I still keep in touch with her. And she's the one that was sending me the photos. And I'm like, what year did we go there? I think it was 1992. So I have not been in Paris since 1992.
That's awesome. And now you're back with your love in the city of love.
I know. Now I did it the right way. Because like when I was in my 20s, like you don't know that much. I didn't know. Well, and I was with like everybody from college. I went with my teacher and we did all fashion stuff. We went to all showrooms and stuff like that. We went to Paris and London. So it was more like a school trip.
So is it kind of full circle that you go for fashion and then you get back and you have some issues with fashion when you go back?
I mean, that's crazy. Yeah.
But you know what? That was just bad coincidence and timing.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp Therapy Online.
Teresa, as we know, the holidays are here, so fun, but it can also be super tough time for a lot of people. Between family stress, juggling holiday chaos and activities, it can all be completely overwhelming.
Trust me, Melissa, I know. But having someone to talk about how you're feeling and help you figure out how to manage it all can be a real gift.
As the world's largest therapy service, BetterHelp has matched 3 million people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists available 100% online.
Plus, Melissa, it's so affordable.
Affordable, and Teresa, all you do is fill out a brief questionnaire to match with the therapist. If things aren't jamming and going your way, you can easily switch to a new therapist anytime. It could not be simpler.
Yes, just like that. No waiting room, no traffic, no searching and searching for the right therapist.
Because everybody deserves to feel their best, and BetterHelp makes it easier to get started.
So get unstuck with BetterHelp.
You guys, you can learn more and save 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/Teresa.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Teresa.
So Bethenny, you know Bethenny Frankel.
Yes.
So she is talking on her one of her Instagrams or podcasts or something. And she said, of all housewives, Teresa, that you would be her first pick to be on Mount Rushmore.
Aw.
Did you see that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did see that. Yes, I did see that. Yes.
So what is your thought when Bethenny Frankel, who is an OG, who is, you know, a very widely popular housewife and personality, how does that make you, like, what's your reaction when someone like that says something?
It makes me feel good. And I'm glad that, like, Bethenny got to know the real Teresa. And I think she kind of knows, and maybe from speaking to other people, or maybe she just came to realize who I really am to her.
She realized what kind of person.
Because this is what happened. She had a talk show, and I was the only one that she did not have on her talk show. And I never understood.
Okay, wait a minute. Because I was going to ask you, had you ever met Bethenny?
Yeah, listen, I have nothing bad to say about anybody. Unless somebody comes for me, I never throw the first punch.
Okay, so what happened? Did something happen with you guys that I'm not aware about?
Like, this is what happened. Like, she had a talk show, and I was the only one that she didn't have on from, I think from my show from the beginning.
She had like all the housewives.
Yeah, I was the only one that wasn't on. So I don't know if she didn't like me back then, or I don't know what it was, but I'm glad like we are good now. Like, I don't know what happened, if she just came to realization on her own, or from just speaking to people, she really got to know who the real Teresa is. And I mean, I saw her at the MTV Awards, and, you know, of course, everything was great, but I saw her before that. So yeah, that was the only thing, which I didn't like. That's another thing. I never take offense to anything, but I was like the only one she wouldn't have on. And of course,
did you ask anybody, like, why isn't she having me on?
No, but like, Melissa, you know me by now. I don't care. Like, you know, so it's like, obviously I don't know if there was a problem back then, you know, but like, it was crazy. She had my cousin Kathy on. She had Melissa on. I think she had Caroline on, Jacqueline. I think she had everybody on. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if she had Danielle on, but she had everybody else on but me. And I was just like, wow, wouldn't she want to have like the most popular person on the show? Exactly.
Especially the OG who has her talk show. You would think she would want another franchise's OG on.
Right. So she never had me on her first talk show. So that's why I'm saying, now that you're saying this, that she's saying this about me. And listen, she's been around the block, and she's so, you know, she's a smart woman, beautiful inside and out, you know, like she knows what she's talking about, and she knows her shit. So my thing is like, you know, I'm honored that she's saying that about me. I am.
Well, considering where I didn't know the story where you guys came, like she's not having you on her show.
This is the thing. I never knew, like she never said anything to me, but what would you think if everybody else around you went on her talk show and you're the only one that doesn't go on her talk show?
That they didn't like me.
Obviously, right? So like but I didn't, and I swear I didn't care. It was just funny to me. Like exactly, wouldn't you want to have the OG on your talk show? So I don't know, maybe somebody told her something back then. Or I don't know. Maybe I don't know what it was, or maybe she just didn't even think of me. I have no idea.
The next time you guys saw each other, nothing was ever brought up. You guys just were like kissy, kissy, hi, hi.
Well, I mean, I didn't see her. Don't forget, she's in New York. I'm in New Jersey. I never really saw her. Like, it's not like we crossed paths or anything like that. So it's like, and then she got off of Housewives. She went through her whole thing. I went through all my whole thing, like my legal issues and everything. She was going through her divorce. So it's like, we didn't cross paths. I didn't see her. And then after now, maybe she's seen everything that I've gone through, and she has maybe she has a lot of respect for me now of everything I've gone through. I don't have no idea. I can't speak for her.
You know what's crazy? You weren't on, and I actually went on her show.
See that? See? So my thing is just because I was the OG, you would think she would want the OG on it, but I totally, listen, no bad feelings. I never said not one bad thing about her. Totally always respected her because I respect who she is. And everything, like I love, everything that she's done with the Skinny Girl brand and everything, and she sends me stuff. Like we're on that basis, and I tag it whatever she sends me, so it's awesome. Like I'm all about supporting one another. Like I love that. I'm all about women empowerment, supporting each other, and that's what I'm all about. So that makes me happy that we are in a good place, because I always want to be in a good place. Tell you the truth, with everyone I do, it feels good. It feels good to love each other.
I love that she's saying this now, especially the story where you guys, started, because it's nice to give props to those who deserve props. And for someone who knows the game to say that you're the number one housewife that she would choose, that's pretty damn cool. Also too, Leah, do you know Leah from New York, the blonde?
Yes.
Leah McSweeney.
Yes.
So to tie into this whole thing, like giving love.
Yeah.
So Leah from New York was on two T's.
Okay.
Tamra and Teddy.
Yes.
And Teddy asked who the best housewife is. And Leah said, you.
Aw. I thought Leah didn't like me. Not that she didn't like me, like because I saw her on Watch What Happens Live, and I think she picked Margaret. Either Margaret. I think it was Margaret. I can't remember. Leah, please don't quote me on this, but I think she picked like whatever episode she was on with Dolores, I think, and whatever episode, like she was picking Margaret over me. And I was just like, really? Like, are you watching the same show I'm watching? And I guess she didn't know the backstory. She didn't know everything. So based on whatever she was watching, she picked, I guess, Margaret. And I was just like, wow. I was like,
but you guys never talked about it. This is just what you saw and Watch What Happened.
No, we never talked about it. So I thought she didn't like me. I was like, really? She's picking that team? Like she had it all wrong just because she was the one that was coming after my boyfriend. You know what I mean? It's like,
oh, this was recently.
No, this was last year. Yeah.
Okay, so still recently. Okay, so she goes from Team Margaret. Now she is Team Teresa.
Leah, she could probably remember better. Like, don't call. But I remember being like a little taken back from her. I'm like, I really like her. I'm like, wow. I'm like, she picked Margaret over me. I'm like, all right. So I'm glad that Leah's saying that now. So thank you, Leah.
Well, it was nice. Two things. I was saying this because it was nice that Leah was saying that. You were taken aback with that. I was taken aback because I was like, oh my God, that's so nice. She's picking you, Teresa. And Teddy's first gut reaction was, what? Like, almost like gross or like surprised.
Really?
Not a pleasant way. And again, you and I are not here to be, talk shit. But I was just like, why the reaction? Like, we were just on their podcast. It was cool. We all left cool.
Yeah.
Like, I was shocked. I wish I had the thing to show you.
No, I did see it, but because I remember, I'm trying to
A
think.
couple people on Instagram sent me the clip, and they're like, why is she kind of going in about Teresa?
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, and see what I mean? That's everyone's perception, because if that was the case, if that was not the case, then people would not be sending that to you. So I'm glad. And like Teddy, if Teddy, I'm sure you're going to be listening to our podcast, or this is going to get back to you. Like, why would you be like that? It's like I hate shady bitches. Like, I really do. It's like, if you're going to be nice all the time. Don't be nice to my face and then behind our back talk shit.
Yeah, I was taken aback because we had left it cool. And Tamara didn't talk shit. Like, she didn't say anything. She was like, backing you up. Like, you've been through it. You've shown us everything.
I invited Tamara and her husband. Well, Louis spoke to her husband, invited her to the finale for Dancing with the Stars, but they couldn't make it.
Yeah, no, so she didn't say anything. I was just like, again, it was a twofold. It was cool that Leah said that. And Teddy's response, I just was a little shocked that, I would have been like, oh, I just had Teresa on. Like, she's cool. I get it. Like, something like to that extent.
Yeah, and I'm surprised, That's the normal thing to do, is to act that way or to speak that way. Exactly, because we were just on their podcast, So that's kind of shocking to me, It's so sad. It's like, it's good to put good out there, Maybe she thinks she's going to get more clicks or more downloads or whatever you want to call it, more listeners by talking shit,
Yeah. Well, I'll send you the clip so you see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And then another thing.
Yes.
There's been a lot happening, Teresa.
Oh my God. All right.
How many days were you gone?
Thank God. Leah, I'm happy that was good with Leah and Bethenny. So that's, so far it's 2-1. Okay.
Okay. 2-1. So I don't know what way you're going to go here. I'm sure you've heard this one of your buddy, Caroline Manzo.
Okay.
Saying she was actually asked back to do Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Oh my God. I think I saw that yesterday and it made me laugh. So this is the thing. I have nothing, listen, I'm not going to talk shit about her because there's no relevance there. Like, I don't care. I wish her well. I wish her and her family well. That's it. Peace and love. See ya. I never see her. Our paths don't cross, My point is, though, there's it doesn't go. It just doesn't go. You know how a croissant goes with ham and cheese? She does not go. Because I'm on this ham.
But play the devil's advocate.
Yes.
Do you think that they're saying, like, Caroline come back because they're playing up her relationship with Dolores?
But Dolores doesn't even hang out with her. That's the thing. Like, they see each other, like, I think once in a blue moon. Like, that's the thing. Like, if anything, now I see Dolores more because with her boyfriend, Paul and Louis, my husband, they get along. So, like, that's how we went to Paris because Paulie and Dolores are going. And my husband wanted to take me to Paris. It's so crazy. And I just didn't block it out in any time, like during the fall season, because I ended up getting Dancing with the Stars. I just got really busy. So he's like, babe, and then I had something like every single weekend to do, like with work. And he's like, babe, I thought we were going to go to Paris. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, I have to work, and so then I felt bad that I didn't, take any time out for us, So then Paulie and Dolores are going, and it ended up falling on Thanksgiving weekend. And I was like, oh my God, this one, I'm like,
good timing.
Yes. I'm like, it's like perfect. It worked out so great. So they were going. So I'm like, babe, and then that's when I told him, and right away he booked it and surprised me. And it was like, that's it. And we went. It was so awesome.
Because, Teresa, they're definitely playing up this. And again, I don't know if it's because people are trying to get Caroline back, but they're definitely playing up this Caroline Dolores relationship. Even Caroline was like, I wanted Dolores on for a long time. She was like a friend of, she was always kind of there behind the scenes.
Caroline doesn't even hang out with Dolores. Dolores was always friends with Dina. Like, she never hung out with, like, her and Caroline. You know what I mean? Like Caroline was married, like, I don't know. Like they never, like Dina and Dolores, they were best friends. They hung out all the time.
Dina and Dolores did.
Yes.
Oh, got
They
it.
were best friends. And Dina's daughter and Dolores' daughter went to school together.
Really?
I used to hang out with them. Yes.
Okay, it's weird though, because if you
Caroline was always the older sister. So like,
right.
You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Like, just like I respected Caroline because she was Dina's older sister. Same thing with Dolores. She respected Caroline because she was Dina's older sister. But it sounded like Dolores hung out with her.
It was Dolores, you, and Dina.
Yeah. And before me, it was Dolores and Dina. They were like the ones that were so close.
So where are Dolores and Dina now?
I don't know. Something happened. I have no idea.
Okay, so they're on the outs too. Okay. It's just weird because the story's out there.
I don't even know if it's the outs. You know, sometimes it's just people just grow apart from each other. That's the thing. Because like Dolores has nothing bad to say about Dina and vice versa. Dina has nothing bad to say about Dolores. And the thing is, Dina doesn't even live here. Dina lives in California. She has her own life. You know, we have our own lives here. It's like, that's the thing. Sometimes if you, it's hard to keep in touch. You know, you have to really, really, really want to keep in touch and make an effort when someone
life is busy.
Yes. You know, the days fly by. I mean, like the thing, you and me, we want to make it work, you know, and that's the thing. Otherwise it's hard. Days fly by and they go by like nothing. Yeah. It's crazy. You know, time flies.
Got it. It's just, and again, I'm the same, like I'm from Ohio, right? It's like, it's harder to like keep those relationships going unless it's a two-way street, right? And you're both working hard at it. So I get it. It's just like the whole story that is painted out there. And I think they're doing it because that would be the tie. Like you're saying, it's not relevant. It doesn't make sense. I think the tie-in for them trying to say that Caroline would come back is because Dolores.
Also saying that they're not paying her enough money. That's why she's not coming back. So which one is it, you know?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Oh, yeah. That was put out there also. Like, they, you know, if they give me what I want, then she'll come back, you know?
What would you do if they brought her back?
What would I do? Nothing. I mean, if that's, you know, that's like, you know, if someone starts working at your job, what are you going to do? You know, like it's either you get along with them or you don't. I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I don't even think about it. Because she's not someone in my circle. So it's like really, I mean, I guess I would be nice to her, like normal. But like, again, like it's not like I would go for her. Because I'm not like that. I never throw the first punch. Yeah. Because I'm just not that way. Unless I have
You're not going to start it, but you might finish it.
Right. And, you know, I'm like, the thing is too, it's like, yeah, exactly. I mean, I haven't seen her now in so many years. And yeah, I don't even know what I would even talk to her about. It would be like fake. We would be like just fake. How you doing? How are you? How are the kids? Good. How are your kids? How are your grandkids?
Like surface bullshit.
Like that. Yes. Stuff like that.
I mean, Teresa, look what happens when you leave the country for a few days.
Yeah. I mean, but tell you, it was nice about Bethenny. It was nice about Leah. I mean, Caroline, whatever's meant to be, I guess is going to be, you know?
Okay. Well, that's a nice wrap up.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I don't even, like, Dolores doesn't even, like, I think she just saw her at an event, she told me. She just saw her at an event. And that was it.
That was probably the picture then that was going everywhere.
Oh, I didn't see that picture.
Because I think Caroline was like, I was her ride or die. And Caroline was like, I was the one that was like trying to get her on the show nonstop.
No, we all were. Like, we all were. Dina, me. Yeah, even I think maybe at one point, because Caroline was on, so I'm sure her too. Yeah, we all were.
So then through you guys, that's how Dolores eventually got on.
Yes. But she was always friends. Like, her best friend was Dina.
Dolores's. Got it.
Yes. Like because you know what? They were from the same town. Daughters were in the same age. So that's how they've known each other a long time.
Okay. So we just went what? 2 for 2?
And that's crazy because I knew Dolores. I met Dolores on my own. Isn't that crazy? And then I found out because when I met her, she was already married. And then she started, I think, hanging out with Dina after she got divorced.
Oh, so Dolores was married to Frank. You guys met.
I knew Dolores before that. Isn't that crazy?
Wow, you guys have known each other for a long time. Yes,
I knew Dolores when she was pregnant with
Frankie.
She was pregnant. I think she was pregnant with her daughter. No, her daughter.
With Gabby. Wow. Okay, so that's all right. We're leaving this 2 for 2, I would say.
Okay. Yeah. So I knew Dolores before Gina. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy. Wow.
Time.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
But she was married, Melissa. She was married. And I stayed at her shore house. I was hanging out with her cousin Tanya. So I stayed at Dolores' shore house, because she was pregnant. She was married and pregnant. Was married and barefoot and pregnant. That's what she was.
Wow. Just servicing Frank.
Yeah, and I was hanging out with her cousin, her first cousin Tanya, and we were like going to clubbing and stuff, and we stayed at her shore house. We were going to Temptation and at the Jersey Shore. All
right. Well, listen, next time you leave the country, hopefully there's not going to be this much craziness going on by the time you get back.
But thank God it was all good,
All good. Listen, if you're being talked about, you're being talked about.
Yeah, thank God. I mean, just the only thing was a Balenciaga thing, which I didn't know about, and I apologize. And that was it.
Well, now we're going to get into, finally, what everyone's been waiting for. The Teresa and Louis newlywed game.
Yay!
Hey everyone, this is Heather Dubrow, and do I have some exciting news for you? We are launching a variety of new episodes that are going to have amazing special guests, some of my close friends, and so much more. It's going to be really fun, and we're going to get to hear from fans, new friends, and get an inside look of my world. We're really excited for you to listen and join in for Heather Dubrow's World on Podcast One. Episodes drop on Thursdays and Fridays. Tune in on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Louis, lucky, lovely Louis is back with the Namaste bitches. And because we have our special Louis here, we have a special game to play. Are you guys down to play the newlywed game?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I just now thought of it. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I always wanted to be on that show.
There you go. Our Dancing with the Stars queen is now on her very own newlywed show. So, Louis, when I ask these questions, you need to answer as what you think Teresa would say. And Teresa, you answer what you think Louis' response would be.
Okay.
And this is rapid fire, which means short, quick answers.
Okay.
Am I allowed to curse? Can you curse or no?
Yeah.
You can't curse? Okay. Yeah. Because you curse quite quick.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Are you ready, you two lovebirds?
Yes.
First off, Teresa, what is Louis' favorite movie?
Oh my God, his favorite movie.
One of his top.
His favorite movie.
Look at this. She's sweating already, and we're not even through the first question. Wait a minute.
His favorite, what can I say? Our favorite movie?
Oh, go. What?
Well, he likes superhero movies, like Avengers. Yeah, he does.
Good. You guys can go watch it with my 5-year-old after this.
Right? Is that it?
Yeah, I love Marvel movies. Yeah.
Marvel.
Yeah,
did I say it right? Avengers?
Superhero movies. Like,
yeah, super. That's he always, sometimes I catch him watching. I'm like, what are you watching?
Okay, so Louis, is that correct then? You love Marvel?
Yes.
Marvel?
Yes, that is correct.
But that's like his favorite movie.
But you have caught me with my headphones on, focusing on the thing on a balcony at 2:00 in the morning, just can't sleep, and you come behind me thinking I'm watching something like dirty. And
yeah,
I'm like, I swear it's Iron Man.
It's
like,
Thor.
I know. And I'm like, what are you watching? And he really loves those movies. And I'm like, okay.
Okay, so is that accurate then, Louis?
Yes, that'd be accurate.
Now, what would Teresa's favorite be?
Legends of the Fall.
Yes.
Louis won, I think.
Yes.
For that round.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Louis won.
What's your favorite movie?
Favorite?
Wait, I know! Pretty Woman!
I was just about to say, we're staying in the Pretty Woman Hotel.
And we're freaking in the Beverly. Oh my.
Pretty Woman!
Stop it right now.
And then, wait a minute, I'm like, what? And then we kind of like got into
I'm like, don't you like that movie? You're like, no, it's about a whore.
Yeah. Vivian, you know what? Yes. And I always loved the name Vivian because of her.
Oh my God!
Yes.
So like growing up, like really with a strict Italian family, like, you know, you're not supposed to be a whore. Yeah. So when he told me he liked that movie, I'm like, why do you like that movie? I'm like, I never liked that movie.
No wonder why you guys are always staying at the Beverly.
Yeah, like this is where we're staying at the beginning. Isn't it crazy?
Pretty Woman Hotel.
Yeah, they probably did the do on that bed right behind us.
I know. No offense to Julia Roberts or Richard Gere. I mean, I love them both. But yeah, like I never liked that movie because of the way I was raised.
Yeah.
And I swear I just never did. And he liked them when I was like, ew.
And now you're the dirtiest, freakiest.
I was like, why do you
shit
like
in the
that
sheets.
movie? So yeah, but yeah, that's his favorite movie.
Okay, Teresa, you get half a point. You were pretty close.
Okay.
Okay. Louis, what is Teresa's favorite TV show?
Criminal Minds, Law and Order.
He's kidding.
You like those? Yeah,
No,
yeah.
hello?
I always watch. I catch you watching those shows. Dance with the Stars.
That's my favorite show.
We're also playing Pyramid here right now. Okay, what is
That's
Louis'
my favorite show.
Dancing with the Stars is your favorite. What's Louis' favorite TV show?
The thing is, he doesn't watch that much TV. Like he's not right, babe.
No.
I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, do you have a favorite TV show?
Not really. No.
Yeah, like
No.
he doesn't like.
I'm a movie guy.
He's a movie guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he watches like.
Yeah, right. You guys watch that Sex Life 365
365.
on the clock.
That's a TV show.
Yes.
So
Yeah, see, you guys are getting tangled up.
Sex Life is good. That was a good TV
Sex
show.
Life 365 days.
The Watcher was good.
You guys are freaks.
The Ozarks, that was good. That was a good TV show or series, whatever. But like, yeah.
But like
the
the thing is, he doesn't have a favorite TV show. My favorite TV show was always Dancing with the
Dancing with
Stars.
the Stars,
But
yeah.
like we didn't watch it together. But he knows that like I don't know if he knows, but now he knows. Yeah, like that's the thing because he never saw me watching it. And then when we got together, when we lived together, like I ended up being on it, which is great.
And now here we are. Okay, you guys have to answer for yourselves at the same time, okay? Who said I love you first?
Oh, I mean, I think we.
Who was it, Louis? You guys answer.
I'm thinking.
You guys don't even remember.
You know what?
were-
I think we did it together because we talked our way through it.
Yeah.
Like we talked through
Okay,
it. It's kind of crazy because we're
you
both like crazy like
remember
that.
literally the minutes of the day that you met this one, and you
Yeah.
don't freaking remember when you guys said "I love you."
We said it together. I'm like, are you feeling this way? Because I'm feeling this way.
Wait,
Like, I'm really certain of this.
When we stayed in the hotel that first night?
Yeah.
Oh, see
Our
what
first-
happens after the first night? Then you
not
say
the
"I love
first
you."
night, the first time we actually spent the night together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like after like
We
I don't know.
waited almost 3 months. We had 3 months to spend the night together
You
in the
guys
hotel.
didn't bone for 3 months.
Yes.
No, yeah. Teresa
Shut
slept at my house only twice. I slept at her house maybe once.
You guys were together for 3 months before you did
Yeah,
the do.
and I never slept at his house because I had respect for his son, so I never slept there. And the only time I slept there is when my daughters went to the Bahamas to go see their dad, and they weren't home. But otherwise, I was always with my kids. I think I stayed there once, and it's so funny. Like the day I stayed there is the day before. I think Louis asked, like, "Dad, why doesn't Teresa ever stay here?" Yeah, and then
3 months.
3 months.
Wow.
And I only stayed there because my girls weren't home. They were with their dad. And then, we went out, so I ended up staying over. But I felt weird, you know?
Yeah, we stayed at the Jeremiah Essex house in Central Park, and we go check in, and I was so nervous. My sister called me that like on the way there, or the way to pick you up with Kashif.
Which
She was
sister?
Veronica. She's like, "Don't put your hands on her. Don't." I'm like, "I'm not doing anything. Like, don't have sex. Like, don't." It was
But
such a
you're
big
staying
deal.
in a hotel.
Yeah, it was like
What
it
were
was-
you guys going to do?
But-
Cuddle and spoon?
no, just show each other, because you know what, like, oh my God, if I have to tell you one thing I've been looking for my whole life is intimacy, because sex is easy, right? It's sex, it's physical,
is sex.
it's physical connection. But why we waited, because it was all led and fueled by emotion, which makes it so much hotter. So we get to the hotel, we check in, we go upstairs, we have to get ready for dinner, and then you're at that awkward moment, like, where you're gonna get dressed in front. I'm just like, all right, let's just, what? So we started, and then it just happened. It was amazing.
Did you guys even make it to dinner?
We did make it. We did make it to dinner. A little late. And then we're looking
your
at each other like, why did you
appetizer?
leave the room. We could, then we went back. It was so different. So
Yeah,
so
so I think
different.
it was like that, right? That day. It was like that day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, and Teresa's
I'm not going to
gorgeous.
say sex. I'm going to say making love. You guys answered at the same time. Making love, morning or night?
Both.
Night. Well, I mean, we do both, but I like night
You like
better
night.
because I like it dark.
Okay.
No, and you know why I like it night? Because I always like minty breath. Like you always have to have minty breath. Like I don't like morning.
You can't
breath.
have minty breath in the morning?
I mean, yeah, I have to get up and brush my teeth. Like before you go to bed, you brush your teeth.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth.
Or you're having sex and you're both facing a different way, but breathing. I'm panting to the right.
I mean, I have to say he never has bad breath. It's pretty amazing.
Well, because you're making him brush his teeth every time for you to do.
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
you have like a double.
He does not have
so great. Hold on. Can you go do some mouthwash real quick?
No, but he really does never have bad breath. Like, I don't know. Do I, babe?
No.
Thank you.
No.
Well, I don't know. I'm smelling something.
I love it.
Yeah, because I brush my teeth a lot, and I'm really into breath and hygiene and all that. Like, he smells always so good, and I want to smell good for him. And
Okay, last question.
Maybe that's why we bone all the time, Melissa.
That's one of the main reasons why you guys bone all the time. Speaking of sex, what is your favorite place to have sex?
Oh my God!
Look at anyone that has to answer by saying, "Oh my God!"
Because honestly, I mean, literally,
Oh my
it's just. I mean, if it's okay to say this or not.
Yes.
We've experienced so many different things, and we've re-experienced things that we've both have experienced with other people in life. So if you walk down that road, I've walked down that road now with you, because experiencing that walk down that road with you today is such a more beautiful experience. So I've been to places that I've been to with other people with you, but like it's a completely different experience. So as I think about it, it's like we've been everywhere. But I guess my most favorite place to make love was Mykonos, Greece. Our second or third night there. It was like we left the beach club. It was like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and immediately I'm like, we're gonna order wine. We're gonna stay in the room, order room service, because the food was good in Greece. I mean, like room service was like Michelin restaurants, over here in the States, right? So we just had like this beautiful night. Literally stayed up all night, watched the sunset come up.
What's your favorite place, Teresa?
Yeah. Mykonos.
I guess Mykonos. It's everywhere though. Everywhere, it's like always special with him. Yeah, I mean, we've done it like everywhere. Like I've never been like that with him. Like I want to do it everywhere.
Do you think Teresa, honestly, do you think every episode of our Namaste Bitches, when we start talking about something like this, I say, oh my gosh, I cannot have Josh listen to this?
Yes. Well, I'm going to rub off on you. So like,
you're going to rub off on me, baby. Yes. No, you're going to go rub off somewhere else with Louie after this fun.
I feel like you should kiss in a lot of places, Yeah, so we've been,
okay.
Well, it's the experiences.
I mean, I have to say our favorite place to have sex. I mean, there's so many places. Like, you want me to pick just one place?
You did. Okay, now I'm starting to feel like I am the
Positano. It's like 11:30 at night. It's dark. We have.
It's like a porn.
I think one of the couple of days we rented these big yachts, to take us around a little bit, and it was dark and it was just so beautiful. The water is still like ice. And we
okay, now our whole audience is wants to go get laid.
Santorini.
Okay, you guys
got engaged.
I got to take a break because Louie and Teresa are probably now going to get down to business. And I'm sure all of you are listening are probably wanting to go have sex as we speak right now from this fun that we just had.
I love playing the Newlywed Game. That was so much fun. Thanks, Melissa.
You are welcome. And thank you to everyone who emails and calls us. Please keep them coming. We read them all. We see them all. Remember, you can hit us up at namastebpodcast@gmail.com or give us a ring. That number is 424-241-0410. And of course, you guys, as always, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for our support of our amazing sponsors and the support from you guys. It is the best. We love it. This is why we do it, for you guys. And please do not forget to follow, rate, and review your favorite Namaste Bitches podcast wherever you get your podcasts on. You can follow us on Instagram too. That's at Namaste Bitches Pod. Teresa, where can they find you?
At Teresa Giudice.
And I am at Melissa Feaster. You guys, thank you as always for listening. We love, love, love you.